Hey guys, it's Natasha, and I'm here to talk about the Scrub Daddy, Scrub Mommy, and the Scrub Scrub and Erase. So this is the this is a used Scrub Daddy. This is a used Scrub Mommy. So a Scrub Daddy is basically this this rough surface right here, which if it is dry, it is hard. If you wet it, it becomes soft. And you can use this on Teflon and it won't scratch anything. So that's the beauty of the Scrub Daddy, and that was why I bought the Scrub Daddy years ago. And this is actually a second purchase. I haven't purchased it ever since. I purchased this when it first came out. I saw it at Shark Tank. And it went, as soon as it hit Bed Bath & Beyond, I picked it up right away. And I remember they only sold it in Bed Bath & Beyond, and it was only like one packet at a time. So I only bought one. I had it for a few months, and it never looked like this. It looked brand new, like this. It was yellow, and I think only in the past few years that they've changed it and they have different colors for it. I got this from Costco, which comes in 6 different pieces. This is the Scrub and Erase, which I would assume this is where, like, similar to a Magic Eraser by Mr. Clean. And this would be the same material on what they do in their Scrub Daddy alone. The Scrub Mommy is the Scrub Daddy in one side, and the other side is a foam. So you can clean it with like delicate or like delicate china patterns that you're worried it might come off, especially like the hand paint ones. Then you can use this one. I personally don't see myself buying one of those. It just, I don't know. It just reminds me of I guess the more of a home that I grew up, and I don't live in that kind of lifestyle because I grew up, there were maids, I had a nanny and all that stuff. So they knew how to clean, and you know, obviously my family didn't really care about cleaning anything, so they would buy out of what they thought was pretty and what they thought was nice. I don't really, that's not really my style. Sorry, that's my baby over here on my right, on my side over here. He's just playing on his chair. So that's not really my lifestyle. My lifestyle is more kind of modern in a sense. I don't like a lot of decoration on my plates, so I don't really use that. I also do use my dishwasher all the time. So with these, I use with the pots and pans. I only just use this one. I really don't use this, but I have tried it with glass on both sides. I have tried it with, like, you know, the not very expensive mugs and the not very expensive cups that you will have patterns on that you'll get like $20 at a supermarket. Those are knickknacks that my husband would give for me. Because I used to be a very, very big macchiato drinker. But now, you know, since I'm breastfeeding and ever since I've been pregnant, I don't really do a lot of caffeine anymore, so I don't really use that. Although we do use the mugs from time to time. We have glasses with decorations as well. I have used both sides, and it doesn't really damage anything. I think this is more of a peace of mind. However, just to let you know, I do not have those super delicate china patterns. I don't think I see myself in buying one of those ever. So I have never tested it in that. I have tested this in glass, in non-stick pans, in plates, in small plates, saucers, cups, bowls, glass bowls. What else? Silverware. I have used it on my kitchen counters. I have used it. I have also used it to clean the sink just to see. It works okay. I mean, it's not really made for that, but it works. I mean, it works okay. my kitchen counters and my kitchen sink area doesn't really have a lot of caking stuff on there. But if I do use this, it's similar to a rag because I really do have a really good cleaner. It's a BioClean all-purpose cleaner. Because I use that as my everyday cleaner on everything pretty much, I just soak it in that for a couple minutes to 5 minutes, and it's very easy to come off. So I don't really do a lot of grease elbow to clean my kitchen. So I don't know when it comes to stuff like that. I have used these on certain things like baking pans, roasting pans, and other things that I have left for 2 days, not really soaking, so it's caked on. It doesn't really come off really fast. It's not that easy to come off. You still really, and this is all a non-stick. You still have to let it soak for a little bit more, because if not, you are still really, this is not going to work. I do remember the older version of Scrub Daddy, in which I don't remember having to soak it that long. I don't remember having to soak it at all. And it comes off pretty fast. Not really all the way, but it did come off pretty fast. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's already falling apart. I stopped using this after 3 weeks to a month because it would keep falling apart. And we have... I don't want to put that in our water system because we are in a well system. And I mean, yeah, our water is clean. We have all the gadget that is needed, you know, to clean everything. However, that's still, you know, it's still bad for the environment. So, in 3 weeks, I would say 3 weeks, this starts to deteriorate. This also started to deteriorate. Yeah, you can see that right there. I don't know if you can, but let's see if you can see that little specks right there. That's the Scrub Daddy part that is falling apart. So this one I haven't used yet. I just took this out of the box, I think yesterday, and I haven't used it yet. I just haven't had the opportunity to use it. So this looks brand new. And then I have this one. I do not believe I will repurchase, I will repurchase the Scrub family. I think I will just stick with the Scrub Daddy. I have used the Mr. Clean Scrub, the Mr. Clean eraser. I have not used the Scrub eraser. I don't really typically use that at all. I don't really have the need to use it. So that's why I just haven't used this. I just don't use it on anywhere. I just don't have a place to use it. I don't have a situation that I need to use it. I don't have a situation that I have to use it. So I don't know if I'm ever going to use this, but I'm not throwing it out, you know, in case. You never know what's going to happen. Would I suggest the Scrub Daddy? Yes. I will. However, I will not probably suggest it the way I would have done it years ago, because years ago, you would only use one of these for months. Mine got tossed away accidentally when we were moving. It was a person that we hired that was going to help us move, and he didn't think this was something that you could reuse. And he threw it out after he scrubbed off our kitchen. He didn't know that you could reuse this over and over again, no matter how dirty it was. There hasn't been a time or a chance that I can pop this in the dishwasher and clean it like it used to. That was the beauty of the Scrub Daddy before. Would I suggest this? Yes, I still would. The reason for that is if you do use nonstick pans, even though this feels extremely abrasive and rough, when you do use these, it will not scratch your cookware. That's the great thing about this. It will not scratch your cookware. Some people would put stuff in the eyes. Some people would put stuff in the mouth. I haven't had a need to do that at all. I use my all-purpose cleaner to wash dishes if I have to. I do not have a separate dish soap. And then I pop it in the dishwasher if I want to double wash it, or if I just do a rinse over and I don't use these and I pop it in a dishwasher. My dishwasher is pretty good. It cleans out everything pretty nicely. So that's fine. But, you know, there are always going to be times in which certain things are going to cake on, certain things, it's inevitable. It's bound to happen from one time or another. I would still really suggest this. Just so you know, though, the longevity of this particular product is not as long as, will not last you as long as it used to when it first came out. When the people that invented this technology first made this and sold it, and then Lori Greiner became one of their big partner. I don't even know if the company is still with Lori Greiner. For whatever reason, I don't know when they changed the formulation to it. It's just falling apart. My husband even remembered it because he was like so in love with the Scrub Daddy when it first came out too, because we both used to watch Shark Tank. But now we don't have cable, so we don't watch that anymore. So, I remember we went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and the objective was to buy the Scrub Daddy. We bought it. He enjoyed it. He did everything that was demonstrated on the show, and he loved it. He just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this sponge can do this. This sponge can do, you know, all that stuff. And he was just amazed. And then now I remember when he saw this, after a few weeks of me using it, I remember he actually picked it up and he goes, "What is this?" And I go, "Oh, don't toss that out." And I just recently put this underneath my kitchen sink just so I can make a video with you guys after I was using this. And he goes, "What is this?" I go, this is the Scrub Daddy. He goes, "Oh my God, this is not, what?" And then he was like looking at it and inspecting it, and he goes, "I remember our first one, that was years ago. It never became like this." And I'm like, yep, they've been cutting corners, it looked like, because this is falling apart. Ours, I would say, was at least 4 to 6 months old before it was tossed out accidentally. And it did not fall apart. You would not see these particles. Look at that. And I initially didn't notice this. I think I was cleaning my son's bottle or toy or something, and I used the Scrub Daddy on it. And I remember he was holding it, and I remember some of the specks went on his hand over here. If I didn't notice that, and he could have ate that. You know, he could have ate that, and because it's so tiny. Look at, I'll show you how small it can be. It can be really that small. And when you're washing some things, I mean, sometimes you're not going to see teeny tiny parts that are like that kind of color, especially when your baby's toys or your kitchen utensils and stuff like that are not just white. You know what I mean? Even if it's transparent, sometimes you might be able to overlook it depending on your situation. I mean, I was able to, and I inspect all my stuff. So that in that regard, I don't recommend the Scrub Daddy in that area. But if you don't mind having to change your sponges every 2 weeks, then go ahead and buy it. To me, I would probably just really use these when my nonstick pans actually get caked on or hard stuff is stuck on there, then I'll use it. I'm probably not going to use it on a lot of other stuff, especially when I've already used this for a week or 2 weeks. I'll probably stop to 2 weeks and then just toss it. So we'll see. I really miss the old version of it because the old version was phenomenal. I never saw it fall apart like that. from just sitting here and not even using it, this is what I just kind of saw. I mean, there's still some on my table right here, but this is a lot. Just sitting here. Just sitting here. It's not washing any dishes. It's not doing anything. It's nothing. It's just sitting here, and that's all the stuff that came off. So, questions, comments, suggestions. You want to share some experiences. You want to just chit-chat about what I'm talking about today. Feel free to do that down below. I do have also my information. If you want to talk to me privately, I have my email. I have my Instagram handle as well as my Twitter. If you want to follow me on those social media accounts, feel free to do that. I love getting connecting to more people every day. So if you guys have any products that you want me to try, test, all that stuff, feel free to let me know. If it's just one person that asked me to do that, I will. I do have a list, but I have to wait until it becomes in demand because, you know, it's not free or anything. I still have to buy all these things. So thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. If you would like to know every time I do upload a new video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so you will be notified every time that happens. There should be suggested links in my other videos that you might enjoy as well, so don't forget to stop by and click those links. Thank you.